So I haven't wanted to do anything productive for a few days, but I have a reason. Um, I was working on something. It was taking me a couple of days to work on it because I was trying to make it good. And then a neighbor came over, and he wanted to play a game, which he had done the day before. But the game he was playing the day before was Diablo 2, which doesn't crash on my computer. And I decided I needed to take a break anyway, so I let him play one of my games. I let him play Saints Row, and if he was, and that game occasionally crashes. The problem is when it crashed, it caused Fruity Loops to crash too. And I lost all my progress because I can't save because I'm using the demo version. I mean, I can save, I just can't load it again. So I got discouraged, and I've just been shitposting on the internet for, I think, the past week. And it's been fun, it just hasn't been productive. I guess I kind of productive. I caught wind of the whole Count Dankula thing. Like, I knew about it for a while, but I wasn't looking into it until I had too much free time on my hands. And I'm just saying, the whole thing made me appreciate America more. The fact that, and I agree that the whole thing is bullshit. I would have never. He's a genius though with his how he worked things. Like, he was totally expecting to go to jail. Like, his channel has all the shit. I would link you, but I'm on the phone right now. I don't have internet access yet. So I don't have the privilege of linking you to things. That's why I haven't really been talking about big topics. That's why I've been talking about things that I would need citations for. And trust me, there's a video that I have planned that I'm gonna show you all. I'm gonna leave a lot of citations because I've had to do a lot of it's not a lot of research to find it out, but I did a lot of research to make my case as presentable as possible. And I don't know, at the end of it, vegans will still refuse to acknowledge that plants are alive. So, but I'm going to make a video proving that plants are more capable of sentient thought than most of the animals all the animals that we eat. Plants, even the plants we eat, are more intelligent than the animals we eat. So vegans going on their high horse about meat is murder and the ethics of being vegetarian is them willfully ignoring that plants are alive, willfully ignoring an entire kingdom of races and species, which is the most racist thing I can think of. Being vegan is the most racist thing I can think of. But I don't have the citations. I don't want to go into it. I don't want to make the full video about it right now because I can't just copy and paste the link out to an article proving that plants have thought, or proving that fish don't feel pain, or proving that chickens don't need a head. Things like that. That's the stuff that I want to get into. Because, like, there's been several times where chickens' heads were chopped off and they were kept alive for years through a feeding tube. Their heart beat automatically, their lungs breathed automatically, their throat swallowed automatically, their stomach churned automatically, their butt pooped automatically. They do not use their brain. Their brain is a cap to keep all the blood from flowing out. That's what their brain is. You cannot. Sorry, I'm getting too far into it. It's another time. But I recently acquired a new watcher who is also a content creator as well. So I decided to take this time to explain my thought process of why I started making YouTube channels, making these YouTube channels. I mean, some of you have already seen my intro that I was trying to make with shitty equipment for the Kane Black show, and I also need to work on my lines and shit. And that was a YouTube show that I had planned for years, and I should have just made it right away. Once I got the costume, I field tested it, and it did really well. And so then I started studying more not studying, but watching YouTube's channels in the same genre that I wanted to make. And that's when I discovered Logic, and I lost all motivation to do anything whatsoever because of how it's almost like he read the same Bible I read too growing up. How close his show is to the way that I wanted it to be. Yeah, like his Lucifer is different from my Lucifer. Mine's supposed to be taking place in heaven instead of hell, and he's wearing a top hat, and my suit, it matches. Like he's got a goofy suit on. Everything about his character is goofy, but it's very much the same. If they were a species of creature, which in my head they were, like this thing was, it's a schizophrenic, it's a shadow entity of some sort that used to haunt me. That's where I got the inspiration for it. And I mean, yeah, I am fully aware that especially it has become painfully aware to me that this entity wasn't exactly just a schizophrenic hallucination. It wasn't a shadow demon or anything. It was an alternate personality of mine. It was the backlash of being around other kins trying to convince me that I was a demon. It was my brain disassociating and acting how I truly thought a demon would act. And I don't even have all my memories of being Kane Black, but I'm getting I'm getting behind myself now. I was discouraged from doing anything at all because Logic was already had my fucking costume, already had my idea. The only thing, everything about my show, he was doing better, in my opinion. And so then I continued to watch because I didn't think I was gonna do anything at all. But when I created this channel, I mean, this channel, the name, everything was already created for years. I just didn't do anything with it. But when I started uploading to this channel, it was right after I had watched an Armored Skeptic channel episode, and he said, if you want to do this YouTube thing, you have, every day that you're not building an audience, you are hurting your channel. And so I was like, well, at the very least I can do something. And so I made this journal. I figured, and it came with lots of ideas into mind, and I am eventually just gonna live stream everything because my life is unbelievable as fuck. Or no, it's still unbelievable. I mean, it's more believable now than it used to be, but it's still pretty unbelievable. I mean, and I'm not special. I'm just schizo, and people treat me like I'm special because I'm schizo. Even if I try to explain to them that I'm schizo, the fact that I am more coherent than other schizos leaves doubt on the government's diagnosis of my brain. But that's what led to the creation of this channel. Was basically Armored Skeptic saying, build an audience. And what got me the drive to, it's past 10 minutes, but I'm going to continue going until I'm done. But what got me the drive to continue to create the Kane Black Show is I was watching Logic because I liked his shit. As I said, he was already doing everything that I could do, but better. I mean, I still think my Lucifer is better, but I can't make my Lucifer until I get his level of production. Obviously, his Lucifer's a costume too, but mine. And I like that he did he did research to it. Like, you can see the symbols that make it his Lucifer clearly Lucifer. You can see the purple in it. He still put him in a suit. Like, my angel wouldn't be in a suit, but like he made him classy. He made him the demon of pride instead of just making him Satan, which is what every Christian would do. And but I saw his a video that he made for his Patreons because I was watching all his shit. And he said in that video that if somebody has zeitgeisted his idea, he doesn't care. Is his opinion, the more creators creating, the better. It does not matter what you're creating as long as there's more content on YouTube, that it will help everyone on YouTube to just create. And so I made a Twitter, messaged him, told him thank you, and started working on actually completing that idea. And I have put some more twists on the Kane Black Show since having that discussion. I like, in the best part is why he's one of my favorite YouTube or internet celebrities or whatever. The best part is he actually talked back to me when I said thank you, and he liked the thank you and everything. Like, he was an honest person. He's not letting the fame get to his head. Like, literally way too fucking many. Like, there's so many people that I don't watch anymore because once they got famous, they turned into a fucking douchebag. I think that's a good place to leave this video. Life is a game, play it. I know I haven't said that in a while, but I needed to end the video somehow.